somehow we've managed to get through all of October, and I feel like this month we just blinked and it was flew by. Spooky season was done all of a sudden, and now it's Thanksgiving time and Christmas time, which I'm really excited about. We're actually already gonna be Christmas decorating today, I think, hopefully, but that's not gonna be in this video. In today's video, we are going to be doing our monthly TBR. I'm really excited about it because we have a fun little twist. What we're going to be doing this month is actually playing Monopoly to figure out what we're going to be doing for our TBR. We're just gonna be using a regular old Monopoly board. For the video, we're going to be using a regular size Monopoly board, but we ended up finding this at Dollar Tree, and it was so cute and tiny, and it actually came with all these like mini cute little things, which I'll show. If you're watching this and you have kids and you want to have like a little like either them playing, I will say that the dice is kind of small, so like choking hazard wise, I wouldn't necessarily leave your kid alone with this, but everything is so mini and cute. It was $1.25 for this little kit, and it came with like little money, came with like the little chance card, a little dice. There's 2 of them. Actually, no, it came with 3. And then obviously like the board itself and all that other stuff, but I just wanted to show because I thought they were so cute. But basically, we made a couple changes to this game to make it TBR related, obviously. So I actually ended up printing out Monopoly TBR game like prompts, and then community chest and chance options. The way that we're going to be playing this game is we're going to roll the dice, whatever it says, we're going to just be going down. You roll a 4, you move 4 spaces, so on and so on. While we're playing, if we land on a space that's a property and we have enough money to buy it, we will be buying it. And those properties are going to correlate to a numbered system that we've already done. We just went around the entire board and numbered the properties 1 through 22 because that's how many properties there are other than railroads and utilities. And we've made a list through 1 through 22 again of all of the different TBR prompts that we're giving options for, which I'll read in a second. And then for the 4 railroads and the 2 utilities, we decided to kind of make it fun and a little more of a surprise. We have the options Romantasy, Ariana picks mystery/thriller, Sam picks fiction and romance, and when we get to those slots we'll be rolling to try to see what we're going to get for those. When it comes to the community chest and the chance and stuff like that, I was really excited about the way that this turned out, so I'll actually show. Again, I just printed this up on Canva. Like I typed it and just printed it out with our printer. But for the community chest options, we have proceed to go, collect 200, get out of book slump free card, late library fee, pay $25. It's your birthday, a Barnes & Noble gift card has been awarded, collect $100. Oh no, you dropped an exclusive edition book in the tub, pay $50. And it's time to pay your Kindle Unlimited subscription, pay $10. So that's all for community chest. And for chance, we have advance to next railroad, if unknown you may purchase, go back 3 spaces, if unknown you may purchase, steal a property from your opponent, swap a property with your opponent of your choice, so like you get to pick the properties that you're swapping, place your token anywhere on the board or like your piece or whatever, and then number 6 is move your opponent's token anywhere on the board. So
kind of crazy over here.
Yeah, so it's actually really fun. So what we're going to be doing is when we land on community chest, chance, or again any of the railroad or utilities, we're going to be rolling another dice again to see what we get, like 1 through 6, and we're going to be correlating it. So the way that we made the Monopoly like match is just by doing these like extra keys, and then when we get to those specific things we're just using these as reference as if they were part of the game in the first place. But I'm really excited about it because I feel like it's gonna be a super fun way to figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I like that it's kind of like randomized.
Yeah, it's like super randomized. So in terms of like the TBR prompts that we're doing for the Monopoly game, we have next book in a series, start a new series, has a pretty cover, shortest book on our TBR, Kindle Unlimited pick, recent release, buy something new, 1-word title, new to us author, pink on the cover, black on the cover, red on the cover, pick by touch, meaning we're gonna cover our eyes and try to feel around our cart and figure out what we're gonna do, without the word the in the title, A to Z challenge, which is something that I have in my Notion, just seeing if we can fill the entire alphabet. So we have some spaces left on that challenge, so just going off of what we have left. And the next one is Dark Academia. The title starts with the, has a person on the cover, young adult, cozy read, one we have been avoiding, and above 400 pages. So that's 22 prompts. And then again, we have those 6 extras from the railroad.
And then what were we gonna say? We need 6 properties to win?
Yes, so when it comes to winning the game, actually, so again, we're moving around the board. Obviously, if you run out of money, you lose, which is just a normal thing of Monopoly. We're not gonna be messing with houses or hotels or anything like that, and we're not worried too specifically about getting like all the same color or anything like that. The way that we're gonna be winning is if obviously you stay in the game and have money, but also if you get up to 6 properties, because 6 is kind of the sweet spot that we found for our monthly TBRs, where we're able to complete either the entire thing or most of it. So we're trying to get to 6, and so whichever one of us gets to 6 first while still trying to pick good TBR prompts, that's how we're gonna win. So if I win the game, I get to choose with the prompts that I won with.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
I think we're also gonna do this game with a little bit less money than what's a normal Monopoly.
Yeah.
Just to make it more like, you can't just buy everything that comes to you. You gotta kind of be picky.
And there are definitely prompts in here that we're not necessarily excited about. Obviously, one is the one we've been avoiding. So like, there are books that we are not necessarily excited for.
And I guess like the only reason we probably would buy a property that we didn't like is if we wanted to try and win the game right then and there.
Yeah.
And have the rest of the prompts be ours.
Yeah. Boats. Things that are still in play. We're still doing like obviously the chance and the community chest stuff. And then we're also still keeping get out of jail like free card things, but we have it as get out of book slump, or that you're in a book slump. So if you get put in jail, then you're in a book slump, which honestly, pretty scary. So obviously not scarier than jail, but when you're trying to read a lot, book slump, that's like my worst nightmare. But that's how we're gonna play the game, and I'm really excited about it. So after the game. Okay, we're playing. I think you should just go first.
All right. 4.
We did a trial run of this game to see and make sure that it was going to be okay. That's when we decided that we were going to use the big board instead of the small board. And in that game, Sam also hit income tax right away.
I was not doing well in that game, guys. I'm glad it wasn't for real. But it's already not off to a great start.
Okay.
Doubles. Love you.
Number 4 is the shortest book on our TBR. Now I have an idea on what it is, or like what the options could be, because I'm pretty sure it's either one of the Alice
Christina Henry books,
or it's one of the A Deadly Education. That's the second in that series. So I'm gonna say yeah, because I'm down for either one. So I'm purchasing it. Oh, I have to go again, right?
Yeah. 4. The Electric Company. Roger. Oh wait, that's right.
3. Mystery thriller. No. No, I shall not be purchasing.
9. States Avenue. Which one is that? 7.
7 is buy something new.
I'll buy it.
You'll buy it?
I'll buy it.
Oh,
140.
Without the word the in the title. I'll buy it. Do you have money?
How much is it?
240.
I don't know. Uh, 16.
Dark Academia. I can't buy it.
Ooh, I got doubles. 19.
YA.
I do not have enough money. Can't buy that either. I don't even want to know.
You don't want to know?
What is this? 21.
One we've been avoiding. So.
Oh, well, that's good. I didn't want that anyway. I passed go, right? And then I land right on income tax. So then it's just nothing.
I really want us to go through more of the community chests or chances.
Oh, the thing she wrote for the community chest.
Okay, you're at 4.
Alright, alright. Still probably not gonna win, but I'll take the hope. Oh, you did not just do that. She just landed on chance after saying, oh, I landed on chance you can read again. Get it, Levy?
Why am I a sorceress?
Sorceress.
I don't have money. I have to go all the way. That's why I think you could win, technically.
7. First I get my 200. Yeah, that's crazy. Now I landed on community chest. So she just like predicted the future. That's crazy, Levy.
My turn?
Yes.
You're gonna win
I don't know.
you get it because I have to get all the way still.
Well, if you roll like a 12 or something, you'll get it. Oh, she rolled an 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Chance again!
We always say that I have a sixth sense.
She does.
Look,
She'll say something and then it happens. And I'm like, why didn't we have this on camera?
look at it. I win!
I knew it.
Alright, so we're going off of my TBR. We're gonna clean this up. And then
Stay tuned.
And then we'll get back to you. Okay, we haven't cleaned up yet. It's not in focus. Focus! We haven't cleaned up yet, but I have to show you the way that we had to tape the phone to the wall. Because my tripod is not strong enough to hold my phone when it's angled. So, I would say we have like the game board here. I mean, you would have seen it by now, but we have this piece of tape going to our blinds. And then we have it all taped. Oh my.
He's hanging on.
It's hanging on by a strand of tape. But luckily we had packing tape, so we were able to do it. But back to cleaning. Okay. Winner, winner, chicken dinner over here.
That was a bad game for me, guys.
It was really bad. But you know what's funnier is that the game that we played as like well, we played 2 games to try to see like if all the rules made sense and everything. In the first round, she kicked my butt. Second round, I kicked her butt even worse than what you guys saw.
Yeah, that was really bad.
That one, she
got like nothing.
Yeah.
We had one property.
So, anyways, now it's time. I'm really excited. But otherwise, okay, even though like it's all fun and games and like obviously I want to get to pick now, neither of us want the month to suck. So like in all like fairness, we're obviously going to be trying to pick books that we think we're both going to enjoy. I just get to pick my side of what I think we're going to enjoy. We have shortest book on our TBR, Kindle Unlimited pick, new to us author, black on the cover, pick by touch, and without the word the in the title. So with pick by touch, like I said before, I'm just gonna like glide my hand around. We'll do that at the end.
Now, do you want to go in order of this?
Yeah.
So you might, yeah, okay. I feel like we should, because then it could reduce your options for some of these. So then you have to do something else.
Yeah. So shortest book on our TBR, I think that's
we think it's one of these, kids.
One of these, or maybe that one, but that one kind of looks, that's thicker than the first one was. So
388.
That's definitely not. I think, yeah. This one is 292, and this is The Girl in Red by Christina Henry. And then Lost Boy, also by Christina Henry, is 292.
This is 290?
292 and 292.
No, they're both the same?
She made the book's exact same amount of pages.
No! So I guess you get to choose which one you want.
No, I get to pick.
That's so funny.
I know which one I want.
Which one?
That one.
Alright. Lost Boy.
Oh, I'm so...
Hey. Martin lost this game. Okay, smack.
So first book is going to be Lost Boy by Christina Henry.
Oh, Kindle Unlimited.
I literally was like, your turn, but nope, it's only me. I think I have an idea about what I want from my KU pick, and I don't think you're going to be excited about it. But I've been really wanting to get to this book. So unless I see something else that like really catches my eye right now.
Oh!
Okay, that was not what I thought I was going to see.
There's this book that we've been seeing in the store, and we read it, and we thought, oh, that's good, sounds good.
Bloodguard by, I think that's Cece Robson. It kind of gives like Spartan vibes.
Yeah, Roman.
Like where he's fighting in like a big arena.
Gladiator vibes.
Yeah, gladiator, I guess is the word. Oh, and then there's like the Nocticadia or whatever.
That's what I was thinking for the
and then we have Scarred.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the next one after Hooked.
Mm-hmm.
But then,
I'm excited about that one too.
But then I want Binding 13, which we do have a physical copy of Binding 13, but it is a KU book.
Yeah, so that counts. I'm fine with whatever.
Because then we also have, this is tricky. Because we have The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent, which we've been needing to get to because the third book is coming out this month. And we have, I'm not really looking towards Devil in Darkwater. I don't know. Oh, we have Prison Healer, which I really want to read, but I've like started to forget about. I think Binding 13 still. I think I'm just going to go with my gut, and I'm going to do Binding 13 because that's what I've been thinking about. Oh. And I've been seeing other people read it, like Destiny Sidwell, who is on YouTube. I just watched her read it in a vlog. and I'm taking that as my sign. So I'm picking Binding 13, which is our KU pick, but we happen to have a physical copy. And also, if you know anything about me, you know that I'm obsessed with floppy books. And this book is literally... Are you joking me? Look at this.
The pages are so thin, too.
Like, come on. Like, that... Like, look at that. That's insane. That is like, there is no structure, stability, or anything to this book. It's amazing. New to us author. I'm either going to go with this one or I'm going to go with that gladiator one. But I want to be good about trying to get through our physical TBR because we're starting to run out of space on this freaking shelf, on this cart. So I think I'm going to go Malice. I'll go over at the end. Black on the cover. That is not specific. Ooh. Okay. Night Pain, which we've been waiting. If you've heard from our other vlogs, we have been waiting to be able to get this book in paperback because someone didn't like the hardcovers.
I don't know.
So we had to wait. And so we just waited to read the book until we had like a physical copy. But this just came out in paperback. So we finally are going to read it. But like, I feel like I want to go with one that's like mostly black, right? Because then the other option is like...
It's one of those two, I think.
But I love Leigh Bardugo's writing. Like, so bad. We're currently in the middle of reading Hellbent. And I just love her writing. But I don't think it's going to be the same.
I don't think so either. Because this came first.
Yeah. Well, and this is YA, and that's not. I think I'm going to pick this because if I don't pick this, we're starting to forget things about Lightlark, which is the first book in the series. So I think I'm going to pick Night Pain by Alex Astor. Pick by Touch is the next one. I think we're going to save Pick by Touch for the end because we're going to have to rearrange everything. So Pick by Touch, we're going to move to the end. So now I have to do without the word the in the title. Oh, I already know. I already know. Again, I keep saying if you've watched our channel, but if you've been watching us from the beginning or you've since finding our channel have gone back, Carrie Maniscalco is the reason that we started this channel. I mean that in a way that, like, obviously she didn't talk to me, she doesn't know who I am, but Throne of the Fallen was the first book that we read and we were supposed to put on the channel, but I never did because I got super self-conscious about the way that the video turned out. I hated the way it turned out.
Oh, did you not?
And I scrapped it because I got so upset because I felt like we just didn't vlog enough, or like it was like that, and like the amount of times that we were updating it and like everything about it, I just really wasn't confident. And so I didn't end up posting it, but that was the first video that we filmed for this channel, and the way that that book made us be like so obsessed with fantasy in general.
Yeah, romantasy, like we never even thought we would like really like.
Yeah, I didn't.
We were reading.
I shied away from fantasy a lot because I wasn't a series reader, and now we're in the middle of like over 20. But like I really just wasn't into series. I couldn't like stay focused enough to remember or just want to continue reading the series. Like it was hard for me to stay in it enough to get to the next books. I would always like start and not continue series. But Sam really liked them, so we started reading them, and we actually were in the bookstore and a man that worked there actually pointed out Throne of the Fallen. Because we weren't even going for that. We were going for From Blood and Ash.
That's crazy, actually.
We weren't even
going to
get it.
by chance.
Yeah.
And he just happened to...
Yeah, and it ended up being my favorite romantasy, even now. Mm-hmm. And since then we've read the Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy, which technically takes place before Throne of the Fallen, but you don't have to read it if you don't want to. It like completely changed the way that we read, and like this channel, I definitely don't think would be the same or happen at all if that book hadn't happened. Even though it never made it to the internet, it was still like,
I feel like it opened our eyes to so much more genres, and we were like, wait, we should actually read more than, because we were just basically just reading romance.
Yeah.
And then like one mystery book, the Stuart Turton book.
We were reading a lot of like young adult quick books, like stuff that we can get through really quickly. Anyways, long story short, Carrie Maniscalco and her writing in general has a special place in my heart. And even though like the Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy wasn't necessarily my favorite, just the way that like I feel when we're reading her books, even if like there are things I don't love, she's just one of those authors that I feel like transcends me into being like a kid again and being obsessed with reading in the first place. And so I feel very strongly about the author. Long story short, and I have to. We just bought this and we've been waiting for this for so long.
Yes.
So that is definitely.
Ever since we found out that she was going to make it into a series, we're like, oh my god.
Yeah, because it was originally supposed to be a standalone. We got it because I was like, oh, it's a standalone? Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I've never seen like a standalone fantasy like at the time because we really weren't involved like in like, the whole genre, so I didn't know anything about it, and I've never really heard of like standalone fantasy because it's so complex. But because it was building off of an already made world, I think it was easier for her to do. Not easy, obviously it's complicated, but Throne of Secrets by Carrie Van Sale. Go! Okay, now we have Pick by Touch because we have the 5. I think you should just stack the cart, maybe move some things around. I'm gonna stop looking, I'm gonna turn around. Sam's gonna rearrange.
What do you mean stack the cart? Like you're gonna...
Yeah, I'm gonna
like
feel
that?
up the cart. Yeah.
Oh boy.
But I think you should like spin it around, maybe like have all the books in the back facing out or something. Sam's gonna get to work.
Alright.
I'm gonna look
around.
away. Are you recording?
Yes.
Hello.
I'm just holding your tripod.
So I've been... am I looking at the camera?
Yes.
So I've been on the bed. This is so disorienting. I've been on the bed, faced away, while Sam has been, like, moving things around, and I had TikTok playing pretty loud, so I couldn't necessarily, like, hear where the books were going, obviously. And now I'm using her sleep mask.
Hey.
To not be able to see.
Keep scooting. Keep scooting. Keep scooting. Keep scooting. Okay.
Where
Okay.
am I?
Okay.
Okay.
That's the cart, so hold on. Let me make sure the angle's good.
I'm holding onto this cart with your leg. Don't make me look big back. I don't want to touch anything preemptively. Can I start touching?
Yep.
What?
I rearranged stuff, so... And it's only this side. I was able to... So
Is this a printer stuff?
Yeah. So it's only this side. I did not put anything on the back. So
There's nothing on the back, so I don't have to...
You don't have to turn it.
So it's just this. Nothing.
Yep.
Okay. Ah! What if I pick something hideous? Should I play it safe and go for a hardcover because I know that the hardcovers aren't scary? But that seems no fun. But I also don't want anything gross. I like the month's TBR. So many hardcovers. Wait, one of them had... Okay, funny story.
No, you can't. No, just choose.
Oh, God. This is way worse than I remember it being. Is this something bad? What are you doing? Oh, this is finale, isn't it?
I can't tell you.
This is finale. It has
Think
this
so?
stupid thing.
We have other books that have that.
This is finale. This is finale. You don't... It's not?
Okay, so you don't think so? I don't know.
Now I'm doubting myself.
Oh.
What else could it be? Something scary?
I guess I would also suggest flipping through the pages.
Flipping through pages? This is the life one.
Yes.
We
That's the only freebie I'm getting.
We started reading that and I'm not in the mood.
That's why I was like, oh. That's the only freebie you're getting.
Well, that's a book we've already started reading and DNF'd, so I'm not gonna... Okay, this is yellow. That is yellow.
True.
Okay, this is tall. Okay, this is the Hannah Witten one.
I love that you're so confused by the hardcover.
Well, no, I know which ones they are now.
Okay.
Once I started trying to figure out, you're like, ah! No. I don't want that. Whatever that is. No. I feel like I'm gonna start making these collapse, though. I was hoping that this would be easier. I'm so glad you think it's freaking funny. I picked this.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh, that was a really good one.
I was looking for this one, but I couldn't tell. I knew that it was a taller one,
Uh-huh.
but then everything started to feel
Tall.
Tall. I think this threw me off too. Oh, that's so funny that we ended up getting this anyways. Okay, we'll be back. Hi guys. So it is actually many days later, and I don't know how we didn't end up finishing that clip. Once we finished putting away like the TBR cart and trying to clean up, we just immediately started going into like the finishing touches of doing our videos, because we try to do like thumbnail pictures and stuff like that while we're still like actively filming, and we just went right into doing that, and we totally forgot to end the video. So sorry that this is coming way later, because this obviously like this days later. We literally have Christmas decorations up. Like the video is coming out today and I'm filming this right now. So sorry about that. It's a little mismatchy, but I wanted to end off the video properly and also give you a rundown of all the books that we ended up picking. First, we had the shortest book on our physical TBR, which was Lost Boy by Christina Henry. This is roughly based off of the Peter Pan story. We're following who I'm assuming is Hook. And he's just talking about how Peter is someone that brought him to an island and brought a bunch of other guys like him, or boys I believe, to this island, and he's nothing like he said he was going to be, and he's hurting people. That's just the gist. And we really did like this author's writing, so I'm excited to see what this is like, because in our reading retellings video we read Alice by this author, and it was really twisted but also really different than what I expected. I highly recommend trying retellings if you haven't, because we found that they're super fun. We're actually in the middle of Scarred right now, which is the second of Hooked, which you don't have to read those books in order, but that's just the second book that came out from that series. So anyways, long story short, Lost Boy by Christina Henry. The next book I'm going to talk about is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This was definitely the pick that I chose where I had my eyes covered. We have actually been wanting to dip into this series for a while. I think it's a duology. But dip into it for a while now because we love Leigh Bardugo's writing. I'm obsessed with it. I finished Hellbent, and when I was first filming this, we were in the middle of it, but I have since finished it. I'm rating that book a 4.5. I've loved her writing. Basically, we're supposed to be following Kaz, and he has some sort of like heist that he's trying to do, and I know that it involves like a found family like crew type of situation. That's all I really know about it. Again, I don't want to explain it and then explain it wrong, because again, I haven't read the story yet, but I'm very curious, and this was rated super highly. I believe it's like a 4.4 or something like that, so I'm very curious to see if this is good. I'm sure it is, but just to get to experience her writing more. Next, we have Nightbane by Alex Astor. This is the second in the Lightlark trilogy. The new book is supposed to be coming out soon, so we're excited to be able to read this. And again, like I said, we were waiting to read this because of wanting the paperback version. We didn't want to have to get like a physical copy and then end up getting another one later, because we wanted to collect the paperback versions of these, but we're just following Isla continuously from the first story. There's like a love triangle going on, so we're going to see more of that. I'm definitely curious about this. I've started to forget a little bit of the world, so I'm hoping that it all just like comes right back to me, because I'm definitely starting to forget little bits and pieces of this world. Next, we have Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. This is the Boys of Tommen, I'm not quite sure how you say it, series. In this, I know that each book, it's like sometimes we're following the same people, sometimes we're following different love stories, but this specifically is about Johnny and Shannon. Shannon comes from a really dark past. She got bullied a lot, and she's trying to like kind of start over at this new school, and Johnny is the exact opposite. He's a star athlete, rugby player, and they interact, and he's kind of like taking her under his wing and protecting her, and then obviously romance goes along with it, but I know that it definitely has a lot of like triggering stuff in it, and I do think that this is one of those books where it's put in the YA section, but people have since said that it's not necessarily YA, so I'm very curious to see why people are having that up to debate. But yeah, and this was our Kindle Unlimited pick. We have a physical copy, but it is on Kindle Unlimited. Next, we have Malice, and I know first off that this is an LGBT story. This is by Heather Walter, but we're following, there's like a curse that goes on in this like fairy tale setting, and you're following this princess who's destined again to be cursed, and it's gonna kill her. But there's someone else who's like the villain of the story, who's another girl, and they're supposed to be trying to help each other, but it's a little hard because of the way that their magic works, because again, the other person, it's like a princess and then the villain, so we're following like their like forbidden love story. And this was our new to us author pick. And then lastly, my favorite, obviously I don't know yet, but Carrie Maniscalco. This is Throne of Secrets. This is the second in the Princess of Sin series, and I'm really excited about it. We have been waiting for this book forever. For the entirety of this channel, we have been waiting for this book, which I think it's going on like 8 or 9, 10 months now, something like that. We're following the Prince of Gluttony, I believe. His story, his side of the underworld, and his romance, and I'm really excited about it because again, we have loved this author's writing from the very beginning, and we have since gone back and read Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy, which technically takes place before the Princess of Sin series, which I highly recommend reading that if you're going to get into these, because it definitely touches on stuff that matters and it just gives you like a better understanding of the world. But long story short, I'm really excited about this. And this was, what was the prompt for this? Now I'm gonna go back. I literally have like, I'm actively editing the video now, so we're gonna do some research. Without the word "the" in the title, that's what this one is about. So without the word "the" in the title, that's what this prompt was from, and we picked this. But yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope this was fun for you. I hope that you do TBR stuff that's fun like this, because it definitely keeps it interesting, and it's made it a lot easier for us to get through our physical TBR, because I feel like it's made it more of a game, or forced us to read books that we no longer like super in the mood for, but like it gives us that umph to continue series and to keep reading books that we've already purchased, so there's no reason not to read them. And we have found some of our favorite books by reading stuff specifically through our TBR every month, and that like sense of like we have to get this done. We have found books that we really were underestimating, or that have been sitting on our shelf for so long that we just kept ignoring, and it ended up being like a new favorite. So I highly recommend doing stuff like this to give yourself more of a chance to experience more worlds and more stories and find a new author and stuff like that. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching, and bye!